Welcome to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. Roger, the racing season's beginning to wind up, but you know, we've got a lot of good racing action, and Mike Kraft was kind enough to head to Atchison for us for the, it's the king of the ACR street stock.
That's going to be some good racing on that tight little track, and you know Mike Kraft knows a lot about outer space. But I'm looking forward to this race in Atchison.
What would Mike Kraft know about outer space?
I think he knows a lot about Crete. I talked about that the last time. But anyway, I want to talk about this Atchison. You've raced there on that track, and it's a tough one, isn't it?
It is a tough track. It's a short track, high bank, and like I've said, you better bring your driving gloves because, man, they get after it. And it's going to be really good racing. This is the ACR Street Stocks from Atchison, and enjoy it because it is fantastic racing on short track racing. We'll be back right after these breaks.
Straightaway. This is for all the marbles, the big enchilada, the whole ball of wax. It's your A main here for your Stock Car Smackdown. Get up on your feet, clap your hands, make some noise, give a big wave, pick your favorite driver, favorite color, favorite race car. Here is your parade lap for the Stock Car Smackdown. Possible $2,000 on the line. Give them a big wave as they come down the front straightaway. Well, yeah, he's got to lead every lap. Right. But for every lap that you lead, you get the lap money for it, plus whatever you get for the win.
But if he leads flag to flag, he wins the career. But he's the only one that can do that.
All right, lights out on the speedway. We're ready to go. Green flag racing. Keith Simmons, Brandon Crockett. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Opening lap, 3 wide. They go for second behind Keith Simmons. Dale Eaton tried to split the difference. Going to push Brandon Crockett up the racetrack. A little bumping and grinding as we go down the front straightaway. Crockett and Dale Eaton are hooked. They're going to catch a couple of cars. Wait to see who that is. I think Devin Urban in the 67 in the mix. Bill Munson in the 19. Albie Christopherson in the 22A. And then it's Brandon Crockett and Dale Eaton getting hooked up on the front straightaway. So bad break right off the get-go for two of your front runners. Brandon Crockett starting outside front row, then Dale Eaton, who was looking to jump into the second spot there on the opening lap. They get hooked up coming out of turn number 4. And Keith Simmons looking to do the impossible, and that's lead flag to flag here. He's got 1 in the books. He needs 29 more to go as we pace around the speedway. Simmons on the gas early. We're going back to green flag racing action. Billy Spillman going to try to keep pace as Simmons hugs the bottom of the racetrack. Terry Schultz with problems. He drops back deep in the field. Simmons continues to lead the way. Billy Spillman battling right now with Jerry Schmidt, but here comes Josh Most. Terry Schultz off the pace. He'll pull to the infield. His night is done. 3 wide, battle for second they go. Most on the inside, Schmidt in the middle, and Billy Spillman to the high side. Most gets the advantage as he takes second. Spillman now loses third to Schmidt. He'll drop to 4th. Tony Hardesty now up into the 5th position. Keith Simmons handling the field out in front right now in that 5. Josh Most is on his way quickly to the back door of Keith Simmons. Keep an eye on the 93. Schmidt pushing up the racetrack. Here comes Hardesty. Simmons, Most, Schmidt, Hardesty, and Spillman, your top 5. Simmons with the preferred line right now. Most is going to have to find a way around him, whether it be the inside the top spot right now. Here comes Most, hanging on the inside. He's got the advantage, but your leader is still Keith Simmons at the stripe. I still believe it was Keith Simmons, your leader. Most will have to see where they put him. The yellow flag comes out over there into the turn, and I believe it's that Asher in the 37. I believe that might be Jeremiah Asher over in the corner. The 5 of Keith Simmons.
And he knew the unlikely.
Lights go out on the speedway. We'll go back to green flag racing, this time by flagman Phil Birkinshay looking him over. Simmons on the hammer. He's going to have to protect the bottom. Here comes Most to the inside. We could have a new leader this time by, and Most, he's going to make the charge to the inside. New leader, that's Josh Most in the 93. Keith Simmons back to second. Here comes Jerry Schmidt and Tony Hardesty. They go for second. Hardesty, he's got the bottom of the racetrack. Seems to be the preferred line along with Jerry Schmidt on the high side. They battle for second. Moves Simmons back down to fourth. Wawasik into fifth. Josh Most expanding the lead here as the laps continue on. Tony Hardesty, hold on, Spillman with a looper over in turn 4. Everybody does a good job avoiding him. The yellow flag will come out. Billy Spillman goes around over in turn 4. He'll join up with the field again. Out in front right now, the only thing that seems to be slowing Josh Most down is the yellow flag. Lights back out. Most ready to fire it up one more time. Most with a good jump. Tony Hardesty keeping pace. Jerry Schmidt trying to hang in on the high side. Simmons in a battle for fourth with Gerald Wawasik. Brad Deary also knocking on the door. And Devin Irvin also coming to the party. Albie Christopherson getting the best of Brad Deary on the inside. Can he get the spot? He won't be able to do it. Deary remains in the 6th position. Top 3 cars still remain tight on the speedway. Jerry Schmidt working the extreme high line. Not finding it to his liking just yet. Most still showing the way. Tony Hardesty hanging in there in second. Schmidt working hard overtime on the high side. Does he got a tire rub on that car? Keep an eye on that left rear. Looks like he might have some sheet metal rubbing. Will that wear out on that tire? This long 30-lap main, time will tell. Plus, it looks like he might have a low right rear tire. Keep an eye on your leader, ladies and gentlemen. Trouble it looks like for the 93. We won't call it early, but yes it is. Right rear flat for the 93. He'll drop to third. He's in the way of Keith Simmons. The battle now is side by side for your top spot between Tony Hardesty and Jerry Schmidt. Black flag being shown. Billy Spillman goes around. He keeps it going. Good piece of driving by Spillman. Yellow will come out though as Josh Most has wore out his welcome with a right rear flat. Again, being in the top spot. Not the place to be right now. Tony Hardesty, Jerry Schmidt battling it out for the top spot as your Previous leader, Josh Most, goes up with the right rear flat. He pulls down to the infield. Come out of turn number 4. It's time for the Atchison County Raceway double file restart. Tony Hardesty, the Bloomquist lookalike, out in front. Keith Simmons, Jerry Schmidt, second and third right now. Schmidt taking the high line. Green flag comes back out. We're racing one more time. Battle starting to rage all over the speedway. Tony Hardesty having a bumper full of Keith Simmons on one side. High side's going to be Jerry Schmidt, your new leader. Here comes Bad Brad Geary, though. He's on the back bumper doing some bump drafting of Tony Hardesty. Gerald Wawasik, the birthday boy, wheeling it right down 5th. Jerry Schmidt standing tall here as we continue to work green flag laps here, and Schmidt's doing it on the high line of the racetrack. Jerry's going to jump upstairs and try to follow suit here in the waning laps. Schmidt, Hardesty, Simmons, Geary, and Wawasik as they run on the speedway. Almost a dead heat for that 4th position between Wawasik and Geary. Hardesty trying to run a clean race on the bottom and gain on your leader Schmidt, but Jerry Schmidt showing the way right now at 11. Wawasik losing some ground to Geary this time by. Trouble for Jeremy Curlis. Aaron Sauter, they'll bring out the yellow flag one more time. And the competition comes back to a slow roll one more time here at the Ultimate Cage match here for your Stock Car Smackdown, a main event. Way upstairs goes Schmidt. Trouble for Curlis and Billy Spillman. We stay green as everybody continues. And Schmidt way up the racetrack. That's going to put Hardesty back in the position to battle for the top spot. Hardesty at the stripe this time by will be your leader once again. Wawasik making a run up into that top 3 as well. Keep an eye on the birthday boy Gerald down in 3rd position. Jerry Schmidt looking to gain the top spot as he goes down the back straightaway. White flag will come out the next time by as they come by the flag stand. Here it goes, 1 to go. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen, down the back chute. It's a make or break time. Gerald Wawasik on the bottom, Schmidt on the high side, Hardesty on the low line. Hardesty with the run, Schmidt with the bobble. Hardesty, Schmidt, Wawasik, and I believe Brad Geary and Keith Simmons, your top 5. Oh, Doctor, what a race. Woo! And your winner on the last corner of the last lap, the 0 of Tony Hardesty. Great run. Jerry Schmidt comes home 2nd. Gerald Wawasik with an impressive 3rd place finish. 4th unofficially is Brad Geary, and then rounding out your top 5 will be Keith Simmons.
We've got the winner of the Stock Car Smackdown tonight here at Atchison County Speedway, Tony Hardesty from Corning, Iowa. Man, I remembered it. But anyway, Tony, you had to use a little patience on this one, kind of work your way through there, and this is a really small track to do that.
I did. Tracks like this, when they slick off like that, I really work on a slick track program with my shocks and setup, and it seemed to pay off.
Like I say, a lot of patience. Were you a little worried there when, I can't remember, blue car is all I remember, but he got around you there for a while, and it looked like you had just really used that patience again, run that low line.
I did. I actually slowed down, but for those that don't know, we actually started 11th in the B feature last chance race, come up to run second in that, and told the crew here, I said, all I got to do is be patient and let attrition and the guys slip up a little bit, and I think I can get there.
I can't remember, the announcer evidently knew who you were or where you were from, but he said, I think this is going to be one of the guys to watch here tonight. But man, you had a terrible heat race, it looked like, and like you say, had to come through the B. So once again, just a lot of patience, just stick with it.
Yep, thanks a lot.
The second place finisher here for the Smackdown at Atchison County Speedway tonight, Jerry Smith. Jerry, boy, you like that high line. Maybe it's because you're so tall.
Yeah, it was good. There was a little bit of trash over there in 3, so I had to come away from it, and I gave it away. That was the best I could do, because I couldn't go anywhere on the bottom.
I was going to say, your hopes had to be up, though, when after one of those yellow flags you got the lead, and man, like I say, you were riding around the top, but boy, that guy started working on the bottom and got back up there.
Yep, if it was 25 laps, we'd have won, but oh well. Second's not bad.
You know, it's really kind of funny because he was really being pressured real heavy there for second place, and you actually opened up what looked like probably, I'm going to say, a 3 or 4 car length lead. I don't know if you could tell that or not.
No, that makes it even worse.
But he actually kind of pulled away from those guys, and then, like I say, got back up there underneath of you. But a great run tonight anyway, and congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Here tonight at Atchison County Speedway for the Stock Car Smackdown is Gerald Wawasek, a regular at Heartland Park. And Gerald, man, you had to kind of wait a little while, but you got up there to third place.
Yes, the car felt great, and in fact, the longer green flag laps we had, better the car was getting. I wish I had a few more laps, and I think I could have caught the leaders and possibly got past them, but car was great.
Welcome back to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. You've been watching excellent racing action from Atchison, Kansas. And
say that 3 times.
Yeah,
fast.
3 times. I couldn't even get it out one time. And Tony Hardesty is the king of the ACR street stocks at Atchison, and all the way from Corning, Iowa.
Yeah, he deserved to be, because he did an excellent job in that race.
Yeah.
And it was full of excitement. And earlier when we talked about that track, it is a tight little track.
It is.
And these guys have got some gears in those cars because they're moving right along.
And having been on that track, you know, I tried several angles. I tried at the top of the track, and you can keep some momentum up, but you're going around there a long ways, and there's a lot of cars, and they get up in your path, or you in theirs, whichever the case may be. But the fastest way around there was the one that Tony Hardesty did, and that was right down at the bottom. And if you can have a little bit of luck, and he did, but others had their chance to lead the race and did a good job with it. So that's one that the stands were packed, and having been there, boy, they love their racing up in that area. Promoters, just an excellent group. Those guys worked so hard. I was so impressed with every aspect of it. When we went up to the races, their track facility was clean, and it was nice. It was well organized, and it reminded me of the short track at Topeka when I started racing at Topeka Raceway, and just really, really good racing.
What I liked about it was most of the guys that started finished. And on a bull ring, you expect to lose about half the cars, and in this case, you didn't. And by the way, I'm looking forward to Steve Marston returning. We got an email from him saying he's going to be back to the museum, and I'm looking forward to him. He's writing his PhD on the history of racing in Kansas, and always a nice guy, and enjoy meeting him every time he shows up.
Sure, and our thanks goes out to Mike Kraft. Another good job with the post-race interviews. Hope you've enjoyed the Grassroots Racing Show. See you next time.